Chad with Foundation Digital Media. This is the spring of 2020, and so I'm going over the musical artist rebrand and marketing material, the last project for spring 2020. So let's see, I'm hoping to make this brief, but I do want to just kind of review this with you so you have a nice overview. This is a great resource if you have questions. I'm always available if you have questions. Okay, so the idea first is to pick a musical artist to rebrand, to create a statement. So the statement is really, what do you want to say about this musical artist? I gave a couple examples here, or three. So the statement, and you can go a lot of directions with the band. You can say, you know, like if I were branding the Beatles sang about love and peace. Okay, so that might be a direction. That could be a sample statement. Another one, the Beatles were a quirky UK band from the 60s. Beatles messages were about creativity, love, and liberation. So you create some type of statement of the direction you want to take this band. Then you're going to brainstorm that, and I've kind of noted how you do that. You underline critical words that show up in that statement, and then you, like we did in a previous assignment, is brainstorm that word. Just write down everything you can think of, no editing, just get it all down, and ignore the whole concept for right now. Just like if we were doing this first bullet, you would write about love. So Cupid, hearts, wine glasses, long walks on the beach. So I'm not thinking about how love is incorporated into the Beatles, and that's not part of the thought yet. Just brainstorming one word at a time. After you brainstorm that, the next thing is to thumbnail. So to do the little thumbnail drawing. So phase 1 is brainstorm, phase 2 is thumbnails, and that's where you will take words from each column, or at least 2 columns, but maybe 3, and draw a little sketch of that. And I'll demo that on one of the other videos coming up. So the idea is to create a bunch of thumbnails, in this case 12, and you may have to do more to get 12 acceptable, but 12 thumbnails, and turn those in for phase 2. Phase 3 is your identity. And so this identity, I have a little paragraph that explains that, but in the end you're going to be revising the logo, finding typefaces for display and body type, and I've noted the difference in here, and then coming up with a color palette, and then show me your art style or your design style. How are you going to do these images? So you do have to include images. It's just not logo on every marketing piece. And I need to see all these for the identity phase, and I'll demo it. And then the fourth is applying your identity to your marketing material. And so what you'll use is your thumbnails that you've done in phase 2, and you'll render those out more fully, either digitally or manually. And all of this is digital or manual, depending on if you have a computer system that will run the cloud. And so you apply it to these 4 items. So a gig poster, a t-shirt design, a 4-page CD, DVD booklet, and a set of 4 coasters. And then what I've done is I've gone through and specified and given you a lot of details about how to actually do that in here. Proportions, like if you were to draw smaller, how would you figure, what size you should do exactly? And then, yeah, your set of coasters, your DVD booklet, all of that is outlined in here. Then I go in, so those are the 4 phases, and then I go into the schedule, and these things are due every Friday, just to keep it really nice and easy at 11:59 p.m. And so just be aware, put this on your own calendar so you know what's happening. And then I have a few little principles to remember. And this is really what I'm going to be grading on. So I want you to take a good look at this. And I mean, you're familiar with this because of previous assignments. But that should pretty much cover the musical artist rebrand. So stay or check out the next videos as I demo these different processes.